Today I'm going to have a look at the Janus loco from Oxford Rail. Now, a couple of days ago I had an email from Hatton's, just to qualify, probably not just me got the email, I think it went out to one or two others, regarding the Golden Valley Janus loco, £49, DCC ready. I thought, bit of a bargain. I don't normally click through email links like that, but on this occasion I did. It looked a bit of a quirky loco, and for less than £50 DCC ready, I thought it was definitely worth a look, and it would probably fit on my layout, being an industrial sort of diesel. So I had a look around on the website, and there's a few different versions you can choose. Some are weathered, some have a DCC fitted, some have sound. They range from £50 up to about £150. But I noticed on there was a model, this one here, which is the Port of London Authority version. And now, where I used to live in London, these would have been running probably just a couple of miles down the road from where I lived, so I thought it was appropriate to get one of these, and I paid £72. Ordered this on Tuesday evening at 11 PM and it arrived on Thursday, so pretty much next day delivery, as you'd expect from Hatton's. So let's have a look at this. Now, this isn't a review. I don't think I'm qualified to review a loco. I only own 4 or 5. So really I don't have anything to compare it properly against. I'm just going to give my opinion on this and a couple of things that I've noticed during the opening. So you can see it's marked as Oxford Rail. Now the email link said Golden Valley. I understand that Golden Valley commissioned Oxford Rail to build this particular loco, but it comes in the Oxford Rail packaging as standard. And as we open it, you can see there's the little accessory bag inside, which has got the chain couplings to go on the front. I haven't fitted those yet. I'm sure I will at some point. It's quite a small loco, but quite weighty, which is good for a shunter. Much heavier than some of the Hornby locos. The chassis and the running boards are metal, so that adds the weight. This one has got a 5-pole motor, which should mean it's good at low speeds. Hopefully it's nice and smooth. So let's take a look around. So the paintwork's really nice. I like the colours of this one, and the badging on the side is really nice, and the little sort of ID plate down on the rail, I just think is a lovely touch. I think the paintwork's quite nice. I can't see any obvious overspray, definitely not from this distance anyway. There's some nice little touches with the die cast, I don't know if they're exhaust pipes or air intakes, I'm not sure what they are, but that's a nice little touch there. They're metal parts, those. And the cab interior is detailed quite nicely. Difficult to see through the windows, but yeah, there's quite a bit of detail going on in there. And the other detail I like of these, only a minor thing, is down here on the wheels, is that the connectors are there have a nut-shaped nut rather than just a round sort of rivet or screw that you get on lots of the less expensive locos. Just a nice touch. They're quite big rails around the edge of the Janus. They are just a plastic. They're very thin, but they're probably meant to be flexible so they don't break. If they were rigid, they would snap, I think, quite easily. But they are relatively straight, so they look quite good. Now the buffers are metal. They're not sprung. Never been an issue for me anyway, not at the moment. Maybe as I progress I might see that as a downside, but it looked fine for me. And the couplings are they're NEM pockets, so that should be easier for me to convert to JDs, as I'm doing on some of the other locos on the track. So this one's going to be converted to DCC. So let's get the lid off. Now it's got 4 screws underneath. Just need to undo 4 of those. But there is a small piece of pipework that almost sits above the screw. So you need to be very careful and not to damage those bits of pipework as you undo the screws. Now 3 of them come out quite easily. One of them, the head is rounded off. So it took me a little while to get that out, but eventually got it off. And at the moment it's just running with 3 screws because actually as I started to run it I lost that screw anyway, come back out again. But I will replace it at some point. But apart from that, everything is fine. So the DCC chip fitted in really easily. But one thing I did notice is that this pickup wire, the black one, is particularly long, and although I'm not going to show it on the video because I didn't record it, it did actually get caught around the motor as it started to run, and then it obviously just stopped running, so I had to open the loco up again and then make sure that black wire was out of the way. I'm not sure why it is quite as long as that, but anyway, that's all resolved now. So let's put it on the track and see how we get on. Now, being a shunter, one of the things I really want, obviously, is that it's going to go at quite a low speed. The maximum speed of these in real life is about 23 miles an hour. So I'd really like it to be able to go slowly. So let's just give that a go. And you can see at slow speeds it's really smooth, which is lovely. It doesn't struggle at all. It doesn't have any issue going across some of the points on the layout. So let's see it running with a couple of wagons behind it. Yeah, I think it looks really nice on the layout. I probably will eventually weather this as I tend to do, because you wouldn't expect one of these to look that pristine, especially at the age of this, where my layout is kind of set. I don't have a fixed period for the layout. It's probably early 2000s, and these were running up to 2008 at the very late, well, at least 2008. So it doesn't look out of place. So there we have it. So that's the Janus from Oxford Rail / Golden Valley. Just a nice little model, nice and weighty, good at low speeds. Looks a little bit different to a normal shunter, but I can't wait to get it weathered and have a full rig behind that on the new sidings when I get that laid out. So thanks for watching today. If you're not already subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below, click on the bell icon, and then every time I put a new video up, you'll be notified, and hopefully you can come and join me again soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, and happy modelling.